Everybody, it's Mackenzie, and I am coming back for my 24-week update. This is actually my second time filming this because the first time I realized I'm outside and I went back to watch it and I was just like a big black shadow and you couldn't even see me. So yeah, oh well, here I am again, and I am 24 weeks pregnant, actually 24 weeks and 3 days today. Since my weeks turn over on Monday and today is Thursday. So I just want to let you guys know like what's going on in pregnancy and just everything that is going on. And I had a midwife appointment today, so I actually have quite a bit to update on. So first, let me start with baby at 24 weeks should be about 1 1/3 pound and 12 inches long, which is about the size of an ear of corn. Also, the brain is growing quickly now, like super fast brain development going on all the time, and taste buds are forming, as well as my uterus has now, it should be up above my belly button, which it is. I'm actually measuring exactly 24 centimeters today, which is exactly where I should be, which is crazy because I've never ever measured like where I should. With Evelyn, I measured behind, I measured smaller, and with Josiah, I measured like way ahead by like 3 weeks, and he was just huge. So uterus is about the size of a soccer ball, but the biggest thing about being 24 weeks pregnant, which pretty much everybody knows, is that that is what they consider viability, which means if I were to go into labor or something were to happen, some kind of emergency past this point in pregnancy, they would do anything possible to keep the baby alive, and there's a chance of survival with intensive like NICU time and care. It would not be ideal at all, but it's just nice to know that if something were to happen, like we would maybe not lose our baby at this point, like the baby would have a chance at life. So that's exciting, and it's always really nice to get past 24 weeks and just to kind of know in the back of your mind. I highly doubt anything would happen at all. I'm sure I'll probably go like way past my due date, but I'm just saying it's just nice to know if something were to happen. So as far as how I've been doing, I've been super duper moody, just very irritable, like everything makes me mad, and I feel bad for my husband because I'm sure he hates me right now, but at the same time, like that makes me mad that he hates me right now. So that doesn't really help things at all. Also, weight-wise, I am exactly at my pre-pregnancy weight this week, which I think I was maybe 1 pound under last week, so I've gained like a pound or something like that. But I'm exactly at my pre-pregnancy weight this week, so which is exciting. So I have 16 weeks left-ish of pregnancy, and technically I've gained 0 so far, even though I lost and then I've gained. So that's good. I'm tired and not motivated, but I've noticed that like goes back and forth all the time. Like one day I feel awesome, and then the next day I'm like I want to be in bed all day long. But of course I can't do that because I do have 2 kids already and just tons of things to do. So appointment today. If you guys watched, I've had one very recently, like 2 weeks ago, but she's going out of town soon, so she wanted to see me one last time before she leaves. And so today we just like discussed a few things, like I am back at my pre-pregnancy weight. I told her about my energy levels and stuff, and she said that, you know, it should be evening out, but there's a lot of changes coming on, like as far as my fluids and stuff will be doubling soon, and especially like the closer you get to about 28 weeks is really when you just make a huge shift. So right at that like 3rd trimester entrance is just crazy. So she did suggest that I start taking alfalfa anytime between now and 28 weeks. I have not started taking it yet. I did take it with Josiah. She said I could take about 3,000 milligrams, which usually, like, I'm never able to do that because the pill tastes awful. It doesn't matter what you chase it down with. It tastes horrible, like dirt. But it is very helpful, and it helps with a lot of other things too, like just your energy and postpartum bleeding and all kinds of stuff. So I definitely will be taking it. I just don't know that I'll be taking 3,000 milligrams. But anyways, that's something that I probably will start tomorrow morning. My glucose test today. So most people, especially like in doctor's offices, the way you do your glucose test is you have to like fast for, I don't know, like 12 hours or something, and then you take this really sugary drink and you have to drink it down, and then you wait like an hour after the drink and they draw your blood and find out how your body's reacting to all that sugar they just made you take. Which I did that with Evelyn and it was horrible. That drink like made my brain hurt. It made me sick. I could barely walk. Like, it was just way too much sugar. I cannot believe they even allow pregnant women to drink that stuff, much less like require it. It's just insane to me. So with Josiah, I really didn't want to take it, and I had switched care providers like right around this point in pregnancy, and so I just kind of forgot to fast a few times, and anyways, they eventually like just quit bugging me about it, and I never actually got tested for gestational diabetes with Josiah. Way back when we interviewed our midwife this time around, I asked her about it, and I was like, are you going to make us do this, you know, because I hate it, I don't like it. And she said that we did have to do it, but not that way. And the way she does it is I don't have to fast or anything. You just need to eat a regular meal, whatever you would normally eat, about an hour before. And then she just like pricked my finger super fast and took literally 1 drop of blood and put it on a thingamabob to see what my number was. And it was 94. She said anything between 60 and 100 is perfect range, and like we wouldn't even be worried unless it was up like 140 or 120. At 120 we might take it again. At 140 it'd be like, okay, something's wrong. But nothing was wrong at all. Sorry, I keep hearing like something walking by, like maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a squirrel or something, I don't know. But very good, because I've never had to deal with gestational diabetes, but I've just heard stories, and I'm just so glad that I don't have it this time around, fortunately. So, about things that would happen after the birth, and just like questions like what she was going to do to the baby, mostly. So, she doesn't require vitamin K shots, she doesn't do the eye drops, she doesn't do like hepatitis B or anything like that. Of course, the regular Apgar, which they don't have to take the baby for, they just do that as, you know, we're going about our own business. And then as far as like height and weight, she'll do that, but not until, you know, we've had plenty of skin to skin time and such. So really we get an uninterrupted like first couple hours with our baby, so that's very exciting. And I'm just happy to have like not so much intervention and not so much stuff going on, and I'm just excited to have that time with my baby. So around 36 weeks is when they do the home visit, and that's when we'll talk about like where we're going to set up a birth pool and all of that stuff that I'm still wondering about how we're going to do. So being out of town, I don't go back for another 6 weeks, and that will be on July 10th, which I will be 30 weeks and 3 days. And that's also my 23rd birthday, so that's when my next appointment is. And at that point, I will be going back every 2 weeks for appointments, which is crazy. I am getting so far along, and I'm so excited. I just can't believe how fast this pregnancy is flying by. It's insane. So anyways, that's all that's going on. Leave your comments and questions below. Let me know if you have done the glucose test, how you did it, or if you've done it the way I've done it before, because I've never heard of anybody just doing it my way that we got to do it, but it was awesome. I'm telling you guys, everyone should do it that way. All right, see you guys. Bye.